Okay, so at the beginning of the dream, I think I was on vacation, maybe in Provincetown or someplace. There was a beach, and we were staying at somebody's house, and somehow I found like a treasure map. And we were all going to go walk and try to find the treasure, but other people came along with us and turned into this big giant group. I remember Sandra was there, Matt was there, even John from work was there. Also, Willem, the drag queen, was there. It was his house, I think. So he came along. He knew where the treasure was hidden for some reason. Because it's a well-known thing where everybody knew where the treasure was hidden. It's this beach house. So there were other people there, and we're walking, and I wore sneakers. Everybody else was either barefoot or had sandals because we're on the beach. And the sand was awesome. The sand was like fluffy like snow. And it was gorgeous. And it wasn't too hot out either, which was the best thing. And we found this house and people milling around, and there's this locked chest that's built into the floor, and everybody knows where it is, and there's like an inscription on it, and nobody could figure out what it says. We figured out what it meant, because there was this girl there that helped us. She said, look to the new year, is what it meant. So we figured that the year that was written nearby was the old year, and then the new year would be the next date. So I think it was... what did we think the year was? I think it was 1734 was the new year. So, because everybody kept seeing the number 1733 written everywhere. So, we type it in, and we put it in the combination, we figure it out, and it opens up. But unfortunately, we weren't the first people there. There was no treasure there, per se. There was just a bunch of mementos that other people left, but nobody had been able to open it in the past 50 years, so all the other mementos were really old, and it was kind of cool. So other people 50 years ago had left like snapshots and pictures and whatnot of things, but obviously we all have smartphones now, so we don't carry physical pictures with us. So I actually had some with me because I was going to be sharing them, so I had pictures of Matt and Sandra, and then as we were doing that, the dream changed to I was taking pictures of people, and we were all like at it was like a museum or a convention or something, and other people thought I was taking pictures of them, but I'm like, no, I'm not taking pictures of you. Taking pictures of the people behind you, or even the displays, and people were getting freaky. So I ended up leaving, and I was with a bunch of other people, and we were driving around looking for cool places to go, and I'm like, no, let's go here. There used to be this really cool music store here up on the second floor, and no, it was closed. It was like a little old plaza with a second floor on the outside. It was kind of very awkward, actually. It probably wasn't wheelchair accessible, but that music store was closed, and a lot of the places closed because I didn't want to go to my mall that I worked, because I didn't want to bump into people I worked with, because, it's like, oh, really? I'm with a bunch of new people. I don't want to just bring them into work. I remember there being a weird fire station, and it wasn't very easily accessible, so I don't know how they were going to get the fire trucks out. There was this weird, tunnel of trees that they had to drive through. It was very awkward, and sometimes people would think that was an entryway, and what if the fire truck was coming down while you were going through? I don't know. And then all that devolved into we were a group of high school students, and we were putting together a musical for school for the end of the year. So we get there, and what happens? We thought we were all putting it together, but this one kid, he tried to act as though he could create the whole thing, but we were like, no. So we got up, and we made sure everybody involved got up on stage, and even the people in the lighting crew or whatnot, so we were all bonding and having a great moment, and we were like, oh, wouldn't this be great? We should make a movie of how we put together this musical, and we're like, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that our first year in college in film school. We're like, yeah. And then we decided we're going to pass around our cell phones, and we're going to put everybody's going to put their information in everybody else's cell phone, which is great. in a spur of the moment concept in a dream, but I started getting people's cell phones and I didn't know how to run them because they weren't iPhones. So I'm like, where do I find this? And I turned to some kid who I don't even know who he is. And I'm like, is this what I'm supposed to do? Do I hit this button here? And he's like, no. He's like, it's underneath the adapter. And I'm like, how was I supposed to know there was a button under the adapter? And he's like, well, and then even then, when we did it, I asked other people and we couldn't figure it out. And I'm like, what happened to Bump? Didn't there used to be an app called Bump? And you'd have it in your phone. All you have to do is bump your phone to somebody else's, and all your info would go, all your contact information would go there. I'm like, I know Apple bought that, and I don't know whatever happened to it, because that would just make it so much easier. And then I figured, I'm like, well, let's just all give Mario our information, and then Mario will just send it to everybody else, because he'll have everybody's information. Like, oh, that's much better. Because we hadn't even started the musical yet, and everybody's still sitting around in the auditorium waiting for us to do it. And then I woke up because I was like, screw it. I really don't even care if I have your information because I'm never going to email you people anyways. And then they were kind of pissy. But I was like, I'm just getting done with this. It was getting to a point where it was one of those infinite loop type parts of the dreams that it wasn't going to end. So I got up and now I'm recording this. And yeah, it was pretty good. I really wish I had gone to the beach this year.